What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's Course CTO, and today we are taking a look at boost canceling in Gundam Breaker 4. And as I said in my previous video, boost canceling is pretty much a universal Gundam mechanic. It is present in pretty much every single Gundam game that has been out recently that I've played. It's been in Gundam Evolution, it's been in Battle Operation 2, it's been in Gundam Versus, it's been in SD Gundam Battle Alliance, and it's been in all of the Breaker games as well. Essentially, what boost canceling is when you're canceling the end lag of all your animations or certain animations with a boost so that you can directly go right into the next animation. It's just a form of animation canceling the end lag of certain moves in the game. Okay, so how do you boost cancel and how do I practice it? So boost canceling is, again, just canceling out of the end lag of these animations with a boost. Normally, you have to wait for them to fully end for you to move out of them. With a boost, it allows you to move out of them as soon as they hit, making for a lot faster combo connections, especially when the enemy is vulnerable. Essentially, what you are doing is you're just going to practice going into the test mode, and you hit the enemy. As soon as you hit the enemy, you'll want to hold the boost button so you can get the boost and cancel the end lag of the animation. Okay, I actually forgot to say this while I was recording, but when you're getting a feel for boost canceling with each weapon is going to have its own timing for when you want to boost cancel. And what you'll want to do is go into test mode again and just play around with each weapon and try to incorporate the boost at the end of the animations of each weapon to see the timing for each of the boost cancels. And that would be the best way to go ahead and get familiar with boost canceling as well. Eventually, you will get better and better at it. And as you get more reaction speed inside the game, it will become easier and easier to boost cancel because reaction speed does speed up all of your animations and make it a lot easier to boost cancel at the moment. I changed my head just for the purposes of this video to lower my reaction speed. So my reaction speed is about 119%. So this is me at the more slower reaction speed. You can get 119% really easily in the early game. So this is about how fast you will be with boost canceling at the early game. And you may be asking if there's any benefit to boost canceling. Why should you be boost canceling? Is it up your DPS or anything like that? And for the most part, it does not when meleeing. When meleeing, it's more for just canceling end lag and animations in some of your EX skills and optionals, and just overall for connecting combos and for the style points. However, when you are using your ranged and you are boost canceling, there is a glitch in the game. That's to say, it's a glitch that the other MC did find in the open network test. That basically, whenever you are boost canceling or doing any of the movement options and you're in the end lag or canceling frame animation at this like landing animation after a boost, you're actually able to shoot a lot faster than if you were normally just firing the weapon. So you'll see the normal fire rate of this weapon is this here, but if I boost cancel and then start rapidly firing, I'm able to fire a lot faster than if I was just normally firing. So when using ranged weapons, boost canceling is actually pretty good in upping some DPS if you're building for range. And this works for step as well. If you didn't know, you can also cancel out of your melee animations with step as well. This is also present in a lot of Gundam games that do have step, especially Gundam Versus. You do use step to cancel out of a lot of your melee animations, similar to something like this, so that you're able to mix up your opponent in games like that. Now, again, you don't necessarily need to boost cancel. There's no real benefit to it when meleeing other than necessarily the style points and just for connecting combos a bit easier by resetting the targeting on the enemy. For example, if I was to hit this guy here in the air and then I want to keep him launched in the air, let's bring him out of the corner really quick. Let's say I want to keep this guy launched in the air and I'm not boost canceling. You see how I lose tracking on him at a certain point while he's in the air. But if you are boost canceling, you'll never lose tracking on the enemy because your tracking will reset with each boost. As you see there, even if you boost past them, your tracking will still reset. So it's a good way to reset tracking in meleeing, and this also works in the air as well. And it's actually really good in the air for resetting the tracking. So it's very good at resetting the tracking on enemies as well as just canceling out the end lag, and again for the style points. But there's no necessarily benefits outside of that for doing it. You can do those same combos without doing the boost canceling by just waiting for the move to come out, as you see here. So you're not really losing anything by not boost canceling. It's just more for the style points, and again, connecting combos a bit easier by resetting the tracking. Okay, so now that I've shown you boost canceling with the lower reaction speed, I will show you boost canceling with the higher reaction speed now. Actually, I don't even need to do this. Thank God for a blueprint system. Just reload the blueprint. So let me show you what boost canceling will look like towards the end of the game. I have about 138% reaction speed, which is not high by any means. Not very high reaction speed. It's actually pretty low even towards the end game, since you're able to get these ability cartridges that can give you even more reaction speed. I will do a video on these later. If you guys wanted me to do a video on these, I can definitely do a video explaining these as well. But these can give you extra reaction speed. See, this one gives me 5% extra. I have one that gives me about 15% extra. But if you have too much reaction speed, some of the moves in the game and some of the EX skills in the game may not come out exactly how they are supposed to. For example, if you have too much reaction speed, this move here, which is the G self EX skill, does not come out if you have about 170% reaction speed. So you want to balance around the build that you have, around how much reaction speed that you actually need and how much you don't need. So having the most reaction speed is not always the best. That's why boost canceling can make the game feel a little bit more smooth and a little bit more fluid, especially if you have a build that doesn't necessarily want too much reaction speed like the one I have now. So boost canceling now with higher reaction speed looks something like this, and you'll see it's a lot easier to do as well. You see how much faster the boost canceling is here compared to how it was with the slower reaction speed. And let's show you a full combo with boost canceling now. But yeah, something like that. Boost canceling just makes it a lot smoother to do combos by again resetting the tracking on enemies. If I do that combo without boost canceling, it will look something like this. Oh, oops, not pin combo. It will look something like this again. But you see how you lose tracking in certain situations where the enemy might be above you, and boost canceling can alleviate situations like that by again resetting that tracking for you. But if he's not in the corner, combo is still doable without boost canceling. It's still very much doable without boost canceling, so you don't necessarily need to boost cancel to do combos. It's just a nice way to mix up your gameplay and stylize the game. However, if you are going to do a range build, I definitely do think that boost canceling and step canceling is pretty good to do, because this DPS increase is quite a bit, especially when you start building it up and you start hitting for big damage, and you also have a lot of range gauge to compensate for how fast you're firing. That being said, that is it for the boost canceling tutorial. Let me know if that helps you out with making the game a little bit more smoother, or if it's something that you're never gonna do. I would love to know, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Be easy, be safe, y'all, and peace.